Hi, my name's Val, and I have been in the field of education for the last 17, almost 18 years. Back in the year 2017, I was just feeling this prompting from God that He needed me to move positions, and I did not want to. I was a seventh grade special education teacher. I was comfortable with my coworkers. I was comfortable with the position that I had been doing for the last 8 years, and I was telling God no. And it just became evident to me that God was saying, you need to do this. So I moved to 8th grade to be, again, a special ed teacher in 8th grade. And that was certainly the hardest year I ever had in my educational career. So I had a student who got shot and killed by another student. And I'll never forget being at home that night, getting a text message from one of my coworkers saying, hey, we just found out that so-and-so got shot. And attending a funeral of a student, hardest day of my entire life. I was glad that I was able to be there though, because I was able to be there for the kids who needed somebody. Kids just needing somebody, that was kind of like an all year thing. And as I went throughout the year, it was just like clearer and clearer and clearer that there's kids, and it's not just my district, it's everywhere, but there are kids that just don't have people in their lives who care about them. So that kind of was what prompted me to decide that, man, this was like 5 or 6 kids that I really helped a lot this year. I want to do more. So I decided to go back to school to get my degree in school counseling. I got my degree in school counseling, and I was like, I need to get out of this district. Like, it's breaking my heart to be here. There's so much need here, but like, I want to be back closer to home, because I drive a half an hour to work every day. I want to be closer to home. I want to be in the school district where my kids are. And door after door after door was closing in my face. And it was clearly a no, 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 this isn't for you. And so I was like, fine, I'm gonna throw my hands up, fine, I'll stay. Even within my own district, they said no. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna stick with what I'm doing. I'm gonna be honest, I was so discouraged. Like, if I just keep trying and failing, not that I don't trust God, but it's hard. I had found out that we had a school counselor in the building that I work in leave, which left an opening for that position. And I emailed my principal and I said, you know what, I really think I'm interested in that counseling position. She said, okay, you'll have to come in for an interview. We always do interviews. Even if you're already in the building, we have to do an interview. And then I was like, well, I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks. So I wasn't going to be able to come in and do an interview till the beginning of August. So I kind of just went along with life, and it was summer, and I serve at Fusion Camp every summer, and every morning at Fusion Camp we had the opportunity to meet all the boys from our campus, all the girls from our campus, all together in one location, and we were supposed to do like a prayer devotional. And I knew that Ben was going to be talking that evening and talking about discovering your purpose. And it just kind of came to me in that moment, like, I just kind of want to tell these kids, like, I didn't know what my purpose was till I was 38 years old. And I told them the story about the student getting shot at school and how that kind of propelled me into wanting to become a counselor. And that was kind of it. Everybody prayed, we went about our day. It was Thursday, and I remember that because it was like rainy slip and slide day. And I was standing manning the slip and slide at Fusion Camp. And my phone starts to ring, and I look at my phone, and it's my principal from my school. And she's like, Val. I'm like, hey, Erin, what's going on? She's like, are you still interested in that counselor position? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. She's like, okay, it's yours. I didn't have to interview. I didn't have to do anything. It was just like, here it is, this is for you. And I literally sobbed when I found out. The coolest experience for me was then Friday morning, we went to meet the kids back in our morning time, and I was able to say, you guys, you have would never believe what happened. So you know how yesterday I was talking to you about how we have to wait for God's perfect timing and we have to, follow those prompts from Him? I literally just got a phone call yesterday after I told you this story, and I was given the job. Just going through the things I did just in my career journey, it is evident to me that God's faithfulness is real and it is true. And so here we are, it's now February, and I've been in this position since August, and I've had over 450 times where I've talked to kids in my office. They know that they matter, and it's on my wall that they matter, and I use my Bitmoji everywhere, even in my email signature, and it just says you matter. Like, they know they have significance, And I don't feel like I would be in the position to be making the difference I am with them now had I not listened to God back in 2017 and gone through that horrible, horrible school year. I'm not thankful that those things happened, but I am thankful that it propelled me to push myself to be in the position I am now and have the ability to help these kids who maybe don't necessarily have what they need or someone in their corner, and they know with me they always have someone in their corner.